What's up guys, Emreader Fitness here. I hope you're all having a great day. A lot of you have been telling me that you're struggling with bench press, whether it's you're getting injuries in your shoulders, you can't push past a PB, or you just feel like it's not kind of going right. So I'm expecting most of you to know what the bench press is. If you don't, bench press is a compound exercise that works your chest, your front delt and your triceps. So it's key if you want to start building size, building strength. Yeah, if you're trying to build muscle or strength, I'd say it's definitely one of the best exercises to have in your plan. So I'm going to go over good form and common mistakes people tend to make. So bench press here, first we'll go over grip. So a lot of people cause shoulder pain and rotator cuff problems by going too wide and flaring their elbows out. So I'll show you grip first and then I'll show you elbow placement. So grip wise, a lot of people tend to come too wide, which then as you come down, you're just going to end up using more shoulder than you are chest, and that's going to put a lot of strain onto your shoulder, onto your rotator cuff, which can cause a lot of injuries. So best way to kind of find out your grip, you want it to be, some people go closer, which will work more of your chest, your triceps. So I tend to go about middle finger on the rings. Grips, you don't want to be relaxed, so your wrist should not be kind of folding backwards. Focus like you're punching the ceiling, so really tighten those wrists. And then you're coming down, see how my arms aren't outwards like they were here, they're not out or they're not folding in. You want it to be nice and straight, so the force is going up through your elbows and you're not causing any extra strain on your elbows or on your shoulders. So that's grip, and again, if you're broader, you might have to go a bit wider. Same for me, I'm not very broad, so I go a bit closer in. So just play around with it, find, as long as you're not, outwards, which is causing strain on your elbows and on your wrists, you're not too close in, that feels like, again, too much pressure. It should be nice, straight through the wrist, through the elbow. So that's grip. Second bit we're going to go on to is elbow placement. So a lot of people make the mistake of flaring their elbows out, which again puts a lot of strain on your rotator cuff and really isn't activating your chest. So I'll show you what I mean by bad form. So say good placement, so this is where I hold it. Again, tight, wrist facing up, coming up, and then you see people flare their elbows out like this. Coming up to their upper chest, their neck. This is just putting a lot of strain onto their shoulders. So what you want to be doing instead, it's all about shoulders. So I tend to come up and you want to retract your scapula. So bring your shoulders back. So if I show you from standing up, what you want to do is bring your shoulders back and down. So kind of like a scooping motion, which is going to engage your lats a bit as well. It's just protecting your shoulders. So imagine you're sitting on them. So if I come down, again, get my grip that's comfortable for me, and then I come back and scoop my shoulders back. So some people will do it, come up to the bar, sitting down on their shoulders. Some people will just do it without that. It's all kind of down to you, what you find easiest. But so yeah, so sitting on my shoulders, and this will help with your elbows as well. So you'll see now my elbows are coming in. I'm not flaring them out, I'm sitting on my shoulders, I'm pushing my elbows kind of slightly by my side, just like that. So this is going to take a lot of pressure off your shoulders and put a lot more pressure and activation into your chest and your triceps, which then is going to help you build size and build strength. So making sure not flaring them out, shoulders are back, and you're putting them down but kind of by your side. So that's going to help a lot as well with strength. This is what's helped me increase my strength by about 10 kg in 2 months. So it's really, really key. Just form is going to take it to the next level. So as well as, so we've got shoulders back, wrist placement, wrist tight, and now we're going to go on to how it will come down and how it's set with the back. So you don't want to be benching the flat back just like this and no arch in your shoulders. So yeah, you don't want to be benching coming down like this. So if that's just wrong, you're going to cause problem in your shoulder. If you want to be effective, so again, scoop my shoulders back, and you'll see I kind of do it naturally by creating an arch in my back. So just a couple inches. You don't need to be, ridiculous. Oh, sorry, I have to bleep that. You don't want to be ridiculously arching your back. Just want to be slight arch, which should then help you sit on your shoulders. So as you see, flat, coming back. And with this as well, this is going to then come into your feet. So you see I drag my feet back, and that's going to keep tension in my quads. I don't want to be up here where I'm pressing up. I don't want to be, back like this, or feet off the ground. I want to be planted, have them nice and tight, pressure through your quads, arch on your back, and then set up on the bar, so I didn't mention that. I have my eyes level to the bar. So that means that, you know, you're not really reaching over, or you're not too close where you can end up hitting the guards. So eye line, holding on to what's comfortable for me. Shoulders back, arching my back, tucking my feet down, keeping pressure on my quads. And then instead of a pressing up motion, imagine it as kind of a scoop. So what we do, coming up, sitting on my shoulders, I like to tuck them just to make sure I'm on them. Feet planted, coming up, and you see I come down to kind of my lower chest nipple line, and then up, like you're trying to re-rack. So you don't want to come up and hit the guards. So it's coming down nice and slow, and then up like that. Trying to keep nice momentum, and again, don't kind of bounce it off your chest, and don't come up to here and half rep it. Come down to your lower chest nipple line, and then press up. And that's really going to help with chest activation. A lot of you were saying that you find it hard to kind of feel it in your chest, you're not feeling a pump, you're just not feeling like activating it. So to keep your elbows in and that scoop motion, you'll feel you activate way more chest than if you just press upwards. So this is going to help massively with chest, benching safely and not causing major injuries. So to recap, to set up for it, come down, eyes in line with the bar, get your grip nice and where you want it. I pull myself up to the bar and sit on my shoulders, then I'll do a little tuck, just kind of like screw my shoulders in, arching my back, coming down, placing my feet so I'm nice and tight so my bum's not going to fly off the bench. Then wrist tight, like you're going to punch the ceiling, coming up. I'll come down, elbows by my side, to my lower chest, nipple line, and then pressing up, just like this. So some people may argue this is more of kind of a strength power form, but I find for me, with compounds, I tend to try and go stronger anyway, because you are using more muscles, you can go heavier. So I find this kind of technique is better. You will get some people that say for hypertrophy, so for muscle building, you want to go for a slightly different technique. But to be honest, this one's safest, and you're going to keep yourself strong and just protected, because the worst thing you can do, you know, tear your rotator cuff and then you're out for, you know, God knows how many months. So yeah, that should help you guys keep safe on the bench. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, any other problems, if you find it hard with, say, deadlifts, and that's a bit of a tricky one, squats. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. But as always, if you like the video, like, subscribe, and go follow my Insta. I'm going to tag it below, @mreaderfitness. I'll see you guys in the next one.